Remember my video from the previous video where I showed the merits of showing your back? And also the video I made like a few weeks before about how to do the hip bump sweep properly from close guard. It's also the same thing as showing your back first. I'm going to show an example right now of the same concepts, how to apply them from half guard. Let me do this. So usually what happens in half guard, everybody agrees for the most part that the stronger position on bottom is to have the underhook. So if I have the underhook, I'm winning, and if Latif is the underhook, he is winning. It's not completely true, because if I maintain distance with my knee, there's actually something to say about having the overhook as well. So basically you have to think about it like this. Well, I believe if I have my knee on his, so the knee shield, my knee on his hip, and Latif is low, then I will have the overhook, right? And if Latif is high, and my knee can be in or outside, see? I prefer lately to be inside, then I prefer to have the underhook. And that's how it is, see? If I'm here and Latif has the underhook, see? He wins. If I have him low, I win here. And if I have the underhook and I'm deep, that's fine. And if he has the underhook and I'm deep, then he wins. So that's it. Now today we're going to talk about the underhook. So first of all, how to put the underhook. Go back please in the room. Okay. I think in Jiu-Jitsu it's always better to get a good posture, to get a good position, and then wait for your opponent's reaction, or at least do a tiny bit to make him react. What do I mean with this? Look, if I rush to get the underhook, so I'm going to rush in, so I'm going to go up. So if I just put my hand, that's not valuable for anything. I can put enough to close the distance. So if I go up right now, even if I control his hand, if I go up right now, see Latif will put his hand and I close the space and he will be inside. On the other hand, see if Latif puts his hand underneath and he closes the distance, that's when I can put. So usually how this plays out, he puts his underhook ready, just like far, and I will keep my elbow shut to my body. Go please, yeah, put it. And it's already hard for him to get it in. And I treat it like a windshield wiper this. Like I keep like a very relaxed arm, just put it over, bum. So you try to get the underhook, that's hard, right? Yeah. So if I'm here and he's an impatient person, just pushes it through, that's actually when I can go deep. Now what happens? He puts it, I put over, very slowly come close, he comes close, I block here, come closer, and I help him coming, I lift him with my knees, bring myself close. That's when I put my underhook. So let's show it from a different angle. Come here please. By the way, another important thing is my hook here over his foot. Don't do this. I saw this from Alan Warzinski video about his half guard, BJ Scouts I think. Put the foot over, turn the foot on the floor. He uses this from butterfly, but I really like it for half guard as well. And the knee shield, don't put the knee too deep, because here, turn your hip over here please, rotate in, yeah. This puts a lot of pressure on my foot, on my knee actually, so I prefer to put my femur on his hip, and this part just happens to dangle here. You have like a small hole beneath your patella, how do you call the patella in English?
Patella.
Oh, great. Easy. So you have the patella, you have like a small hole beneath, and actually I think the nature gave us that spot just to know where to put it on someone's hip. So absolutely. We got it here and we put it on his hip. And now, from here Latif is going to try to put his hook, so I keep my hand shut. And as he tries to go deep, I go over and I close. So remember, he puts it, stay there. So if I go first and close, he will go straight up and catch the hook and I close the distance. So again, he puts it, I keep close, he puts it again, so re-loop, and I keep looping this. If he does this a million times, continue, I will keep replaying this game a million times as well. Meanwhile, control the hand on the other side. Then he puts it deep, and I will close the space. I prefer always to get the head first. Because now try to move a little bit, please. That's quite stuck. Whereas if I go for his hip, he can go straight up with this, put your hip forward, yeah. So I'm pushing my face away and push now put your butt away. Yes, and then the grip is broken again. So I prefer to get a high grip around the neck. This one again. So here. That's where I prefer to believe. Believe it's better to be. Now, another way. So to fight, look, often when, let's go beside again please. So usually what happens, let's say he does not take the bait or he's not putting a barrel there. Usually people like to fight face up. Now if you fight face up, look just for the different, like this already. If he catches my head, put cross face please, with pressure, that's generally not enjoyable. But if you fight face down, so the elbow goes out, head on the ground, see, not facing him, but stay here. So now try to make me uncomfortable please, Albeit. a bit harder. And I'm even using my hands. Do it now again, please. Go. And time. Now, to be honest, I prefer to have my arm here, because if you go high, there's always the risk of him attacking the DARS, which is not that hard to defend if you know the whole baby bridge and mirroring principle system, but prefer not to. Like, look, I see this position as boxing. In boxing, like Mayweather, they often lead with the left shoulder in, see, like this. The more you go open, the easier it is to punch your face, to kick your face. Now in kickboxing, you don't want to stand like this because of low kicks. Maybe in MMA there is something to say about it. But in boxing, since they cannot really kick, we actually safe to almost completely turn our back in, because also no back takes in boxing. But in half guard now, I'm here maintaining distance. See? I can get my elbow here, preferably put it out, because if my elbow gets lifted, he puts me on my back. In general, this arm is a liability until it's underneath the leg and I'm close the distance. This is always what I want to control. So pin my arm, please. And right now, all of my offense is going half guard. But I can do two things to hide the arm. I can put it behind me. See, attack me now, please. And I have this arm free to defend. Punch me, please. Like, really punch me. The hand over there is not that dangerous because my shin is protected. Punch me, please. And I can also duck. So the danger comes from this hand always. That's the one I have to capture. If I reach with this hand, you can start lifting it up right away, put me on my back and start to make it more dangerous. So again, this is like a baby bridge. He comes close, just a baby bridge facing down in this case. So just, sorry man, hip extension. It was an MMA, so I can do that. So this is one way, or you can also put the elbow underneath. Very important to keep the face into the floor. Probably one of the questions you will have is, yeah, but what about the gi? Because I'm showing the no-gi. I show no-gi because I like you to see my posture. But what about if you do with the gi and you start putting your chin up? Well, then you're in trouble if this happens. We can still deal with that, but it's always better to prevent than to cure. Like how do I say it? Like an ounce of defense is worth a pound of cure or something. Something like that. So better to prevent than to cure. Put your head on the floor. And right now it's already hard for him to catch that. And my arm here can lead. It's like my jab in boxing. So, if I'm controlling this hand, to try to put some offensive, it's going to be quite hard. And also I know where the danger is coming from. Now when I'm here, right, you can deal with this in a number of ways. What can he do? If he's misguided and not very skilled and he comes forward right away, I can actually allow him to come over, switch my arms, elbow first, and then the arm. Again, catching high in the neck, and given a few more action-reaction, I eventually would like to get underneath, catch the leg, go for the sweep, or even for the lockdown if he reacts to that. So it's most about the entry. So I'm here, controlling the arm, like break the grip now please. You can do this a million years. Use your other arm to break the grip. Also happens, and I can lead to the back. So I'm here, push my arm. If you push, you can switch grips, control the elbow. Still a lot of things need to happen before I can actually sweep and attack his back, but I took a step in the right direction in any case. So, that's a general idea. Also in MMA I would like to recommend this, because if you start to come on top, then you can still switch with the other hand as well. Just in general, lead with that shoulder forward. Now, another thing. So first one I was here, Latif comes close, that's the easy one. Catch, protect my face from punches. Even if I'm doing sport grappling, I still like to think about self-defense. Put your arm underneath, control. This is with arm and with my knee inside as well. Second scenario, Latif is more patient, so control the arm. He's not reacting to this. So the first version would be to open my arm to the other side, so I get up on my elbow. Now what I don't do, if I'm here, put pressure on me please, Latif. Put your shoulder there. I'm not going to try to push me up over here. See? I try to go up as hard, keep tight please. I rotate away, get up on my elbow, and I don't lift myself with my biceps. I'm going to hop closer. Wiper, so try to stop me doing this, okay? Yeah. So here I can always stretch. If I'm here, that's hard. If I wipe my arm first, try to put your weight on me, I can actually pretty easy do this. And then I can start grinding my way in. See? Hop closer. Eventually, when I'm close, I can put my arm underneath and I can get the underhook. Or, every once in a while, if it rotates inward, yeah, you can get lucky, going for a kimura. If the arm is close, the leg is closer, every once in a while I get really lucky and I manage to bump him over this way. But today the focus is mostly to focus on the entry. So again, I'm here, open my arm, go closer, wiper, come close, get your head underneath this head ideally, go close, wipe your arm underneath, I'm in a good position over here. Again, always reach for the neck, better grip than over here. And the last part, you can also do the opposite. If my arm is underneath here, I can control this, I can go very close, he puts his weight on me, the underhook is already there. And also if you lead to the leg, see, right here, I can actually start grabbing the leg right away as well and start going here for leg locks, like I showed in my leg lock video. So you can check that card over there on top, click it and go later to my favorite, my leg lock entry from half guard, which plays with this as an entry as well. Very important, what you should always do. I talked about it in my hip bump video from close guard, which you can also look again at the end of this video. If I go up here, see, I should always make a choice between shoulders up or hips up. So what does this mean? Look, if I go close with my shoulders over my hips and look, hip pushes forward, push forward, it's very hard to flatten me out. But look what happens if I raise my hip at this point, wait there for a second, now all I weight is on my hand, push forward please, and I will have to fall. Not the end of the world, but why waste energy and why give opportunities? So what I say is, look, keep tight, come close a little bit, and I try to get close as possible, getting my shoulders over my hip as much as possible. And this keeps, put pressure please, hips keeps pressure. If he exaggerates pressure, push over, then I can actually take him with me. My whole game is always to be in a bunker, to be safe, bait him, be as lazy as possible to be honest, and make him overreact. And that's when I win. And guess what, competition, if you make the first advantage, and then act as if you're attacking, so you then don't call you a staller, then he will have the pressure on him to act first because time is running out. I can really count the matches that I lost where I made the first advantage, the first point. I can probably not on one hand because I have quite a lot of competitions, but probably on two hands I can count all the matches that I lost once I scored the first advantage. And it's important to score first. Now, another thing, so look, or I can also do, if I'm here, I can also lead my hip first. So if I put my hip up, so try to push me down please, here. It's quite hard, but the moment I also put my shoulder up, push now it gets hard. So the idea is either lead shoulders first or put some pressure, you can also lead hip first. And both are interesting. Okay, so push forward please. If you lean over, if you lean completely over, this can put you, rotate this side. This can, with some good back and forth reactions, you can lead into the honey hole from there as well. So that's also a good leg lock entry if you refine it a little bit. So these are my ideas from half guard. Do have a look at the other videos about the hip bump sweep from close guard. Do look that one. And the other one about the video, my last video, which you can see over here, about how to the table turner. So we can the defense from the back.